The 2026 World Cup is officially underway, and on the surface, it is exactly what was promised: the largest, most expansive international tournament in the history of the sport. The expectation is that the elite European squads will do what they have done for decades: arrive with superior depth, execute their systems, and maintain their grip on the trophy. But beneath the spectacle, a structural reality is emerging. The physical map of this tournament creates what is becoming known as the geography trap, a logistical hurdle that threatens to tilt the playing field before a ball is even kicked. In Europe, top-tier players are used to a highly localized schedule, often traveling via short bus rides between matches in consistent, mild climates. The 2026 host map, by contrast, spans an entire continent, turning the space between games into a 1,000-mile logistical hurdle. This scale forces the human body to manage extreme metabolic stress. Instead of simple rest, players are fighting to maintain oxygen saturation and muscle elasticity, while their internal systems struggle to adapt to the constant movement. This unprecedented footprint isn't just a challenge for the travel coordinators. It is a physical weight that falls most heavily on the rosters least accustomed to this type of travel. Under the current group stage structure, teams can find themselves forced to traverse thousands of miles just to complete their opening 3 matches. Take, for example, the route from Mexico City to Miami. First, athletes must play 90 minutes of elite cardio in the high altitude of Mexico City, where the thin air reduces oxygen intake and forces the heart to work significantly harder to fuel the muscles. Within hours of that match, they are on a 6-hour flight to Miami, landing in 100-degree heat and suffocating humidity that makes efficient perspiration and temperature regulation nearly impossible. Standard recovery models rely on a stable 48-hour window of rest to clear inflammation and restore muscle glycogen. When that window is interrupted by a transcontinental flight and a total climate shift, the body's ability to repair itself is effectively cut in half. Added to this is the disruption of the circadian rhythm. Players in this tournament will be asked to cross up to 3 different time zones in a single week. These shifts break the biological clock that regulates hormone release and reaction times. When sleep cycles are fragmented by travel, mental sharpness, the split-second decision-making required at this level, begins to degrade. However, this isn't an equal opportunity penalty. Teams from North and South America carry a distinct conditioned advantage into this environment. For decades, Americas-based teams have played their regional qualifiers across these exact extremes. They have built the physiological and logistical blueprints to handle 1,000-mile flights and high-altitude matches as a standard part of their competition cycle. The 2026 schedule isn't just a test of skill, it is a geographic equalizer that favors the teams already built to survive the infrastructure of the Americas. As the tournament progresses to 104 matches, the sheer volume of these transcontinental demands will push the athlete's biology to its absolute limit. Medical experts are anticipating a significant increase in soft tissue injuries and neurological fatigue. When the body cannot recover from travel, the risk of a muscle tear or a lapse in focus rises exponentially. This creates a fatigue vacuum where raw technical talent is neutralized by sheer exhaustion, setting the stage for some of the most unexpected upsets in the history of the World Cup. It forces us to ask if the massive scale of the 2026 tournament is inherently compromising the technical quality we expect from the world's best players. Is the geography trap a legitimate hurdle, or are European teams simply making excuses for a challenge they weren't prepared for? Comment below.